Hello, 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 my beautiful boss mates. As promised, this video is going to be long, but it's going to be worth it. Grab your notebook, grab a pen, grab something to eat, something to drink, whatever, because I am about to give you like the gallon of tea of how to start an online boutique during this quarantine for no more than $400. I want to give you every single step. So I did a live a couple weeks ago on Instagram, and I had a lot of ladies who got on and they thoroughly enjoyed it. I had some ladies who had already launched, but they figured out after they were listening to my live that they had actually skipped some steps. So if you have already launched a boutique, I still suggest watching this anyway, because you never know what you may learn and what you may hear that you were not aware of. So like I said, this is going to be a long video, but it's going to be very informative. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first thing you want to do is, of course, come up with a name. Super simple. Come up with your name. When you come up with whatever name you want to have, go online and research if someone else is using that name. Type in, let's say, I want to name it, my boutique name, Jinx Fashionique. Go to Google, type in Jinx Fashionique, see if anything pops up. Type in jinxfashionique.com, jinxfashionique.net, jinxfashionique.org. See if anything pops up. You can also go to a website, I forgot the link to it, but if you go to Google and type in find trademarks or something like that, you can see if a name or a word or whatever has been trademarked before you decide to use that. You do not want to just pop up and use something and then someone else has it and all of a sudden you're getting sued or you're getting a cease and desist letter in the mail. And then you got to start all the way over with your business. Okay, so after you do that, you need to research your state's legal rules, meaning that some states require you to have a business permit number, some states require you to have an EIN, and then some states, like where I'm in North Carolina, the only thing I needed to legally sell is a sales and use tax number. So that is my number that I used, to give to vendors and file taxes and all of that stuff. That is my number for this state. A lot of states are different. So like I said, research what your state requires you to do. After you do that, you are going to grab a free domain. Domains are like your whatever .com, .net, .org, .gov, .store, .info. Those are domains. Your website link, that is a domain. Now, throughout this video, we're going to try to kind of keep track of how much money we're spending, okay? So normally this would cost you about $14 to $17. A lot of places right now are giving this away for free. Excuse me, y'all. I just came from outside, so my allergies are kind of bothering me. So if you go to Shopify.com right now, you will still have to pay for a domain. You will pay probably about $14 to $17, like I said. mailchimp.com, you all know that's an email hosting site. They are actually giving away a domain. You will be able to use whatever domain you pick for free for 5 years, as long as you host a website with them. I actually created a website through MailChimp and did that whole thing so I can see how it works. It is just fine. If anyone wants me to help them or set up a MailChimp website for them so you can do it for free, DM me on Instagram at royal_aries325. I will invoice you and set it up as quickly as I can. It won't take me that long, especially if you're just starting, so I won't have to really add too many products. So you can do that for free, and then you'll have your website for free. So you're going to have your website and a domain for free for 5 years, as long as you have it there. Now, I do know you can transfer domains from one place to another. So if you started on MailChimp, you can transfer it to Shopify, but I'm not sure if it will still remain free. So I don't want to tell you all to do that. And then, you end up getting charged later and you're like, oh, Nisha told me this was going to be free. And then y'all coming at me. So I don't know, but I just suggest, yes, you can go ahead to MailChimp. I hadn't seen anything wrong with it yet. I sold a couple things on it just so I could see. And with the payments, you take payments through Square. It's already hooked up through that. If you have a Square account, you hook your Square account up to MailChimp and people can check out. And then, of course, they can check out with PayPal, or you just send them invoices. Make it simple. Another place that is giving away domains is Yahoo. Yahoo has small business. I wasn't aware of this. Probably learned about a month or two ago. They have a small business as well. So with them, they're doing something amazing. Not only are you getting a free domain with them, but they're also going to give you 5 free business emails that you can use. So you can use like info@jinxfashionneek.com, sales@jinxfashionneek.com, ikenisha@jinxfashionneek.com, returns@jinxfashionneek.com, FAQ, whatever. You have 5 email addresses you can use. Do y'all know how much that would cost? Girl, okay, so you get that, and then you also get your website for free through them. So Yahoo is doing it up. They want y'all to be able to work from home, start your own business without any startup costs. Free domain, free website, free 5 email addresses through Yahoo. I did not build one with Yahoo, so I'm not sure how it works, but I catch on pretty quickly, especially to things like that. So if anyone needs me to help them or walk them through it, the very first person who wants to do that, I will actually help you do that for only $50. If we do like the whole hour session, we'll just go through it together because I want to see how it works myself. And anyone can tell you, I normally charge at least $150 minimum to do small things on a website. So first person, $50, we can get it done together, whole thing that day. Okay. All right. So now if you want to do it on Shopify, you all know I do recommend Shopify. Shopify, you can just get on and get your domain, but you won't have to pay for your domain until you are ready to launch. So if you get your domain, it's a .com. .coms normally cost about $12 to $14. .nets are normally a little bit more expensive. They're about $17. So it just depends on if it's available or not. So let's just say, for example's sake, that we spent $15 so far. Let me get a pen. Hold on. Okay, so I got my pen. So we have spent $15 so far. All right, now Shopify is also doing, they're not giving you the website for free, but their free trials are normally 14 days, 2 weeks. But during this whole, quarantine thing, they are letting you have a 90-day free trial. So that's 3 months. They are giving you 3 months to get your whole entire shit together. You have no excuse, okay? And then after that, you would choose your plan. Just choose a $29 plan. That's the plan I've been on for 3 years. Nothing's wrong with it. And then normally if you are on the plan above the $29 plan, you can have gift cards. But because of all of this, they are actually letting every single plan sell gift cards. So now I'm able to sell gift cards on my site. At first, I was just letting people get gift cards through Square, or I wasn't offering them at all. So gift cards now available on that $29 plan. But like I said, you are actually going to be having a 90-day free trial. Click the link in the in my description in the description to get your free trial through me. So that way, everything is set up right. So once again, we're still at $15. Next thing you're going to do, you need to figure out your launch collection. I have noticed that I figured this out when I was watching Fashion Week, and then I've seen other boutiques do this as well. I have seen and noticed that it keeps me on track, and it keeps my merchandise, I guess, relatable or cohesive, basically, when I do collections. It keeps me focused. So, you're going to be waiting for your, your legal numbers and things to arrive. So this is when I suggest you go ahead and figure out what you want to do. So let's say, for example's sake, we use the collection that I did for my relaunch. My collection name, come up with a cute name. My collection's name was Spring into Relaunch because it was springtime when I launched in April. And I thought it was cute, which means, jump into relaunch. So Spring into Relaunch. And with that, when you're planning your collection, you need to figure out exactly what you want in your collection, what colors you're going to be focused on, what's the color palette, and then how many pieces. So with mine, I knew I wanted a lot of flowy dresses, dresses in general. I wanted dresses, and I wanted a lot of color. I didn't really want floral because floral, spring, groundbreaking, Devil Wears Prada, y'all know what it is. I didn't really want floral. Floral is, everybody does floral. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to focus on bright colors, nice dresses, and nice handbags to go along with the outfits that I had. So I then figured out how many, I wanted of each. So I wanted to do a total of about 3 dresses, but then I thought about it. I'm going to be doing plus size and regular size. So I did get 3 dresses, but one dress was strictly for regular size. One dress was strictly for plus size. And then one dress was plus and regular size. So then I got my 3 dresses, and then I got all of them in there, you know, size wise for everyone. Then I figured out tops. I wanted a regular size top and a plus size top. So that put me at 5 different pieces. And then I wanted jeans. I didn't want to spend too much in jeans. Jeans, if you get great ones, they can run you, you know, a lot because you have to get so many sizes. So I wanted to get a nice pair of denim that would go with the plus size top and the regular size top, so I would save money. So that's what I did. So that's 6 pieces that I had. Then I wanted to have some accessories or handbags, because you all know I do sell handbags every once in a while. So I got handbags to go with every single outfit. So that put me at, let's see, I got the fanny pack, dainty, the pink one, the snakeskin one, and the other snakeskin one. Now, so I ended up at 12 pieces if you count the handbags. So that was my entire collection. No, I lied. I forgot. I did get plus size shorts because the denim, they go up to a size 15, but I wanted the plus size ladies to have something that was strictly for them bottom wise as well, because it was more regular sizes in the denim. So I ended up with 13 pieces for my collection. So now that you have your collection, you have your pieces figured out, keep in mind with the collection, this answers that question that people ask a lot of how much should I start off with inventory wise. If you just figure out what you want in your collection and you plan out the collection, that will answer that question for you. Okay. So now that you've done that, you just need to find the pieces to plug in that will fit inside of that. Let's say you have a $300 budget, like we just said. So fit that into that budget with certain vendors. That is how you figure out what you need to start off with. I can't tell someone you need to start off with $1,000. No, it's different for everybody. Everybody has different budgets. Everybody has different customers. Everybody can find different vendors. It doesn't really matter how much you start off with. It matters how you market and how you start off your business and how you brand. Because you can start off small and work your way up. You don't want to purchase $1,000 worth of inventory, don't know what the hell you're doing, and then you have a shit ton of leftover merchandise, you mark it down, and you still can't get rid of it, and now you're stuck with all this stuff, and you don't know what you're doing, and you're going out of business. Okay? So that's not a question you should be asking anyone. You figure that out for yourself. Figure out what works for you after you plan your collection. All right. So we have our collection planned out. Next, you're going to register with wholesale marketplaces. Fashion wholesale marketplaces, basically. I said that wrong. That is the best way to start instead of going out trying to find individual vendors, because wholesale marketplaces are like a mall full of wholesalers, but it's online. So the top 3, there are several, but the top 3, fashiongo.net, lashowroom.com, and orangeshine.com. Make sure you register with all 3, because there are some vendors who are only available on 1 or all 3 or 2 of them. So register with all of them. And then I've also noticed that some vendors, they will have some things on Orangeshine or LA Showroom, but they'll have way more on Fashion Go. Fashion Go is the #1 fashion wholesale marketplace, so I do suggest registering with them. You need to wait until your legal numbers come in, because if not, you cannot get on those websites. They are reputable. So they're going to require you to be legal, okay? When you get up there, when you get in there, they're going to ask you for like your name, your company name, your address, phone number, and then of course your numbers. It will ask you for invoices. If you have not started yet and you're trying to register with them, just email them and let them know like, hey, I'm just starting. I don't have any invoices. Can you please confirm my registration? They will do it anyway. That is what happened with me. I didn't have invoices yet. I hadn't started. So they will approve you. All right. Now, when you get up there, these are the vendors that I recommend you starting off with, because they have great prices, great quality, and the clothing is not frumpy and cheap looking. It's still actually trendy. Okay. So first one I suggest is High Five. That is HYFVE. I've actually seen their stuff in person. I've bought some of their stuff before. I've met them, you know, talked to staff and everything at trade shows. They're awesome. They're also having a great sale right now. So their prices are already good, and then they're having a sale on top of it. So make sure you all, you know, go ahead and register and get on that, because they're having a great sale on Fashion Go right now. Next is Capella, CAPELLA. They have basic looking pieces, but they're still something that people would wear. It's something that you would still buy. It's easy for you to sell out of it. and it's great prices. Same thing with Heart and Hips. They are kind of basic-ish, but their prices and everything is so good that it would be good for you to start off with them too. Next is Amante Clothing. It's AMANTE Clothing. I suggest doing them. They have more trendier pieces, great prices. They even have, like, you know, one trend right now is tie-dye. They have a lot of tie-dye stuff, but their stuff it's gone like that. Okay, so you want to go like to them probably first when you get on there, because that stuff sells out quick. Next is Iris, IRIS. I love their denim stuff. Their denim dresses are bomb, and they're only like $8 or $9. So when it comes to, oh, and the last one, I'm gonna let you all know this one. Last one is Stella Jewelry. You would think they just sell jewelry, but they sell clothes too, and their clothes are great, and they're trendy, super cute, great prices. All right, so those are the vendors I suggest going with first. Now, when it comes to buying wholesale, there are a lot of mistakes that people make. I have a video all about that. I'm not going to go into detail about that. Click the link in the description box. Let me write it down so I make sure I put it in the description box. Wholesale mistakes. So make sure you go to the description box. Watch that video so you do not make those wholesale mistakes. And then, now the basic around buying is this. Oh, another thing, I have a buying video as well that you need to watch. So I'm going to leave that link in there too. So let me write that one down. So buying, you're going to do that. Okay, so yeah, watch those videos, wholesale mistakes and buying, before you actually buy on these websites from these vendors, okay? So when you are buying wholesale, your wholesale merchandise comes in something called packs. You can either do, a lot of vendors do the normal, which is 2-2-2, meaning 2 smalls, 2 mediums, 2 larges. Every once in a while, you may find a vendor who will do 1 small, 1 medium, 1 large, 1 extra large, or 1 extra small, 1 medium, 1 large. And then plus size, they'll do like 1X, 2X, 3X, and 2-2-2. Sometimes you will find vendors who will let you do open pack, meaning that you can just get 2 smalls, 5 mediums, and 1 large if you want to. They'll just let you do whatever it is you want to do, but you have to meet the MOQ. MOQ stands for minimum order quantity. That means that you have to purchase a certain quantity of items, meaning that you need to purchase 5 items in order to check out, or you need to purchase a minimum of $100 in order to check out. So make sure you look at every single vendor when you're on Fashion Go. Beside the name, if you're on a laptop, well, laptop or phone, there'll be a little eye up there for info. Click that, and it will show you what their MOQ is. It will show you their address. It will show you their phone number. It will show you if they are on Instagram or Facebook. It will show you all the contact information in there. There's another reason why I say do not buy vendor lists, because you don't have to do that. If you get on one of these 3 websites, they give you all of the contact information. So you all are out here wasting damn money on stuff that you could really have found on Google. Okay? So next, sorry, it makes me mad every time I think about people buying vendor lists and people spending $300 for vendor lists. Like, it pisses me off, because you're spending all this money for 100 and something vendors. You can go on this one website and get access to 1,200 vendors for free. Ugh, okay. All right, so when you get your packs, also, if you're starting off with shoes are a little different. Shoe packs come in, like, you know, sizes 5.5 through 10, or 5.5 through 11, or 6 through 11. So just look at that. When you click on an item, it will tell you all the information you need to know about an item. It will tell you the material, what size the model's wearing, if it's available, if it's sold out, what the pack is, what sizes are included in the pack, and then it will tell you how much it is per piece. You are going to be paying per piece. So let's say you were buying this shirt, okay? Let's say you're buying this shirt from High Five, and it's going to say pack price, and you quantity, you type in the number 1, you want 1 pack, and it will tell you the total price. So let's say this shirt is $5. So it's $5 per shirt. So there are 6 shirts in a pack. 6 times 5 is 30. You're going to be paying $30 for an entire pack. Okay? Now, that price is not going to include shipping. Fashion Go has something called consolidated shipping. Check and see if your vendor that you're shopping with is in the consolidated shipping program. in the little information part where the contact information and everything is, it will have up there if they are a member of Consolidated Shipping. It will be a little symbol with a little truck on it. It looks like a little mail truck. That lets you know they are members. If they are members, it means, let's say you buy from High Five, Amante, and Capella, and all three of them are in the program. They won't charge you 3 different shipping prices. They will just take their stuff over to the Fashion Go headquarters in LA, because they're all in LA on the same street or whatever, in the LA Fashion District. They will take all of your stuff to Fashion Go. Fashion Go will package it all up for you in one box and send it to you and charge you one price for shipping. So make sure you check and see if the vendors you're buying from, try to buy from as many vendors as possible that are in that particular program, because it will save you a lot of money on shipping. Now, if you buy from someone, because a lot of my vendors, I've purchased from like 2 vendors when it comes to denim, and they aren't in that program, then they are going to charge you for shipping afterwards. So you need to also start in a business account with UPS, USPS, and FedEx, whichever, all 3, and DHL. Do all of them. And, excuse me, contact the wholesaler, let them know you have a business account, and get them to charge that business account instead of them just charging you, because that will save you money as well. Okay, so that is the main thing you need to know about shopping, and just make sure you watch those 2 videos that I said before. All right. Next thing you're going to do while you wait for your merchandise to get to you, you are going to create email automations with MailChimp. Email automations are things that go out automatically in an email. You don't have to sit around and try to, send it to a customer. So an example of an email automation would be, let's say I go to your website, I purchase this top, and I check out. An email will automatically get sent to me confirming my order. Then another email is going to automatically get sent to me when my order is shipped. Excuse me, is shipped. So those are automatic emails. Okay, you should, when someone subscribes to your email list, you should have an email automation welcoming them to your list. I can't think of the word. So those are things you need to set up. If you are on Shopify, Shopify has an area where you can set all of that up. They will have the templates already done, but you can change up the wording if you want to. So when you're in Shopify, go to your settings and then click on notifications, and then you can customize. It literally has all of them up there. And they even have an abandoned cart email, which is superb. Those are very needed, because if someone comes to your site, they don't check out, you can send them an email and maybe a discount code or free shipping or whatever, and then they would check out most likely. So you need to set those up. Set those up with MailChimp. If you don't want to use MailChimp, then another one you could use would be Privy. Shopify is actually testing out emails right now with certain accounts. My boutique, I am able to do Shopify email with my boutique, but with my other website, thesocialmillennial.net, where you all, get assistance from me, Shopify email is not available on that yet. So I don't know who is able to do it and who isn't, but you can do that as well. Some people use MailerLite. Some people use Constant Contact. I don't do any of that. I've been on MailChimp for 3 years. That's all I use. If you are doing a website through MailChimp, then obviously you're going to do your automations through MailChimp as well. Okay. After that, you're going to want to set up your discount codes. So let's say you have an email automation that welcomes people to your website. And in the email you have, as a thank you or a welcome, please use discount code thank you for 20% off. You need to go into Shopify, click on discounts, and put in all the discounts that you're going to be giving out to people, and make sure that you put in, like the percentage, if it's going to be on the entire order, if it's going to be on certain collections. Put in an expiration date, but you shouldn't have an expiration date for the automated ones. Those should always be going, unless you are going to be doing like a relaunch discount or something like that, then that could have an expiration on it. And keep in mind that Shopify has it where you cannot combine discount codes. Okay. All right. So we have the discounts, email automations. You are now going to design a coming soon page. If you're on Shopify, I'm not sure about Yahoo Business if they do this. MailChimp, it does not. You're just going to have to design the entire website and then launch it. But if you're on Shopify, you need to create a coming soon page. Let's say you've already started your Shopify. A coming soon page is automatically generated. You can give it out to people. You can give your email, I'm sorry, not your email, your domain out to someone right now, and they will come up to a page that says, under construction or something. I can't remember what the basic one says, but you can design it. So you will go into your themes, press customize, and then at the top of the screen towards like the little part there, they have like a little drop down and say home page. You click that, and then you can click on all of the pages that you need to edit, including that coming soon page. So you need to have that page have a great, like a eye-catching background whenever you're able to put up there, you know, coming soon, put the launch date up there, and then it'll be a spot up there where people can put in their email addresses. So make sure you say, put in your email address below to be notified of our relaunch and to receive a exclusive discount, something like that. So make sure you have all that on that coming soon page. Next, you're going to create your Instagram page. And then make sure on the Instagram page, you need to start your Instagram page like 2 to 3 weeks before your website launches, okay? Because you are going to want to already have it going, so that way people are anticipating the launch. You're creating some kind of urgency. You are getting people to get to know you already. And so when you launch, you already have people ready to go and they want to buy, okay? So on your page, you're going to want to you already have your vendor stuff, you know, purchased, so they will send you pictures. So post some of those pictures on your Instagram. Put coming soon up there. You could post pictures of maybe, let's say you get 2 different dresses, and you could put them in a story or in a post and put like, you know, do you like this dress or this dress? You know, do a lot of stuff. Introduce yourself as the owner. Let people know who you are, what you stand for, why you started your boutique. Put that on your Instagram TV page, as well as posting it, you know, numerous times throughout those next few weeks on your feed. There are a lot of things you could do, but you need to consistently be on Instagram. Consistency, by the way, do not let people tell you you need to post 2, 3, 4 times a day and that is being consistent. That is called frequency. Frequency is how many times you do something. Consistent is something meaning that how you doing something continuously at the same time all the time. So if you want to be consistent, that means you need to post on a certain day at a certain time all the time. That is consistency. Frequency is how often or how many times you're doing something, okay? So people get that mixed up a lot. Don't be one of those people. But I do suggest, being that you're going to be a new page, to do post 2, 3 times a day on your feed. Use the correct hashtags, and then post a couple stories a day, or an Instagram TV, because I hate stories. I use Instagram TV way more than stories. All right, so you have done that. You're now going to purchase supplies. So there are going to be quite a few supplies that you need. You're going to need a scale. You can go to stamps.com. I forgot if they how much they charge. Or you can just go to your post office. It'll be like 20 bucks to get it from your post office. You can go to eBay or Amazon to get one for about 18 bucks. So we're going to say we spent $18. So we're at $15 and $18 for a scale. Okay. Okay, so we got the scale. Now you're going to need a printer. This is where it can get costly and not costly. You can just go to Walmart and get an $18 printer. That's what I have. It's a Canon. It connects wirelessly to my phone, so I can actually print off orders from my phone and call it a day, or just wireless from the laptop, call it a day. So let's say 20 bucks for a printer. You have to have that one regardless of the next one I'm going to tell you. There's another one called label writers. Those are awesome, but they're expensive. They're well worth the investment though. So if you keep your receipt, you can write it off when you do taxes. Just make sure you have a good accountant. I don't give out tax advice, okay? So label writers, they are great because they don't require ink. You don't have to keep purchasing ink. You can print off your labels, and that's it. Sorry, I'm looking at my son. So you print off your labels, and you're good to go with this. You can print off your labels with your regular printer as well, but you all know, you know, ink costs a lot. Ink costs so much that it's times where I just rather just go out and buy a whole new printer, because ink would be like 40 bucks, and I can get another new printer for $18. So, and just give this printer to the Goodwill and keep it moving. So it all depends on you. So if you want to do a label writer, it's going to run you about 200 bucks. But like I said, it is worth it. You won't run out of like ink or anything. It's thermal. So you won't have to worry about ink. So you do a one-time investment, or you can do the printer. But you're still going to need a printer, because you have to print out something called a packing slip when you pack your orders. Packing slip is those little like slips that be inside your packages that has the breakdown of what you bought. So it's like a receipt, basically, but sometimes it doesn't have the price. So you have to print those off. So either way, you're going to need a regular printer. So $200 optional printer. So I'm going to put that $200 optional there. And let's say you spent maybe 200 bucks, including shipping from your vendors. So right now we are at 8 5 is 13. 1, 2, 3, that's 5. We're at $253 that we have spent if you do not get that thermal label writer printer. All right, so we have gotten that. Next, you need to get, I do suggest getting a tripod, because you may not be able to get models right away. You may have to be your model, but then you also need to be, you know, posting flat lays on your Instagram. So it's better to have a tripod. I would show you mine, but my phone's on mine right now. So tripods won't run you any more than 20 bucks. You can get them off eBay, you can get them off Amazon. I got one, I actually have two. So I got one from eBay, not eBay, yeah, one from eBay, this is the one I'm using now, and then I have one from Best Buy, and that one has a ring light attached to it, but I don't feel like going to get it because it's too big. So let's say you spent 20 bucks on that, so you're at $273. All right, next you need to get polymailers. Let me go grab mine real quick so you can see what they are. Okay, so these are my polymailers. Polymailers are your little mailers. I just suggest getting some that are your brand color. These are my brand color. I have 2 different sizes. So let's say you just buy a little small shirt or something. I had someone who bought a really cute thin dress, so I put that in here, a little skirt, whatever. That is this one. Then I have my bigger one for my bigger orders, okay? If you sell lashes or something that, you know, that you need to have it be, you know, like more fragile packages, then you can still get polymailers, but get bubble mailers, okay? So I get mine for about 12 bucks. You can get them off eBay. You can also get them from uline.com. That's the letter U, line.com. I get mine from a certain seller off eBay for 12 bucks. I get like 50 or 60 or something. I forgot how many. And so we'll go from there. So I'm going to put 12 bucks in here. Let me go get my baby. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Say hello to Cairo. He turned 3 months old today, and today is May 1st. So he is 3 months old today. Say hey, Cookie. All right, so I might not really be able to write because y'all know I am left-handed and I'm holding him with my left. So we're at $285 we have spent, okay? All right, now you can purchase a mannequin or a fur rug. Those are optional. I did get one, but I got them both way later. If you want to take pictures, you want to do your flat lays on a fur rug, you don't have a really nice carpet or a nice tile or wood floor, then I suggest doing that. I got my fur rug from Walmart. I got my mannequin from Hobby Lobby. The mannequin was like 50 bucks, but I used a coupon, so I don't remember how much it was. And my fur rug was like $15, I think. I can't remember. All right, so I'm not going to put it up there because that's really not mandatory. That's not something you need. So we're still at $285. Next thing you're going to do, you're going to download a scheduler. You need to have systems in place and things that will make it easier for you to, you know, automate your business and everything. So there are a ton of schedulers that you can use. Some people like the schedule called Later. There's one called Planoly. There's one called Hootsuite. I use one called AppHigh. That is my favorite one out of all of them. Some people use Buffer. I've tried all of them. AppHigh is better to me than all of them. AppHigh, you can schedule your Instagram post, Facebook posts, Twitter, Instagram TV, Instagram stories, videos, reposts. You can search and repost someone's stuff. You can store all of your hashtags in there. You can drag and drop preview, so you can kind of put in your pictures the way you want and see how they will look before you would post them. So, yeah, that's why I use AppHigh. They all have free versions and they all have paid versions. So it all depends on what you need. You can use the free version of AppHigh, but it's only going to give you 10 posts for Instagram and unlimited for Facebook. Being that you're going to be posting about 2 to 3 times a day, I just suggest going on and getting the paid version. It's like 15 bucks a month, and you can have unlimited for Instagram. So there will be a link in the description box as well for you all to get a paid version of AppHigh through me for a discount. So let's just say you spent, I think it'll be like 13 bucks. We'll say 14. So 14, we're at $299. Might as well say $300. So we're at $300 that we have spent And that's only if you are getting a scheduler, which I do recommend. So it will make your life a ton easier. And so what you're going to want to do is maybe every Sunday, sit down, plan out exactly what you are going to post. Even if you don't plan out all 2-3 posts a day, at least plan out at least one post for the days that you're going to be posting, and you can put in your captions and your hashtags and everything. That will make things easier for you, and you won't be as like busy and having to sit down and then get like frantic because you didn't post anything that day. You already have it scheduled. All right, so you have that. Next, you're going to want to plan a photo shoot, because by now your stuff has been there. You know, your stuff has been there. So you're going to want to plan a photo shoot if you're going to have models. So with me, I do have models. I have 7. I don't really model my own stuff anymore. I do sometimes because I used to model as well. But the best way to find models and to find a photography team is to start off with beginners, or just use your friends and family. Use someone who has a good following, who has the look of your customer. And then for photographers, find someone who is wanting to build their portfolio or want to get in practice, because then they either will charge you a small amount or they won't charge you at all. I have never paid for photography. I've tried to. They're my friends. They won't let me. And then my models, you can either pay them, or you can give them discounts off of the merchandise, or you can just give them one of the outfits they are modeling for you that day, just to figure out what works for you. Okay, so when you're planning your photo shoots, plan if you're going to have, you know, 2 or 3 models done that day. If you are going to do some inside and outside photos, you need to plan to have lifestyle photos. Lifestyle photos, they help you get your stuff sold quicker because your customer is able to see themselves in your outfit in everyday life. So plan to have some photos taken in the street, taken by maybe their car. They have a nice car. Take some outside of a coffee shop, outside of a restaurant, walking down the street. You need to have lifestyle photos, okay? Because I'm telling you, it helps. Because if they can just see themselves out and about instead of the model just standing in front of a blank wall, it's better. Especially if you do videos. So do a couple of little walking videos, little snippet videos, something like that, and you can post those on your Instagram. Little 3 to 5 second videos is all you need. If you need some examples, make sure you all go to my Instagram page, Jinx_Fashionique. I have the link in the description box as well. Make sure you all click that and kind of get some ideas from my boutique. Look at different boutiques that, you know, make sure you have a boutique that you look up to. So even if it's a designer, like if you want to look up to Gucci, then see what Gucci does. Just figure out what will work, okay, for your new Instagram. All right, so you have planned your photo shoot. Your stuff is here. You need to price your items and add them to your website. Pricing is subjective. I have a video all about pricing, but it is not going to give you a formula. Formulas do not work for every single person. The formula that I use may not work for you. I am a more high-end boutique. You can't be a high-end boutique if you're just starting out and you don't have the budget. So you can't do what I'm going to do. So if you get a $5 top like this from High Five, let's say you paid a total of $8 for shipping. That is 6 pieces, so you paid about $1 and some change a piece. So add that to the $5, that equals out to be about, let's say $6.50. Let's say you paid $6.50 period for the top. If you want to not do so much, but you still want to get your money back, just do $6.50 times 3. So that would be what? So you got $6.50 times 3. That would be, that's 13. So that'll be $19.50. So $20. So do $19.99 for this top, and you will get your money back plus some. So what you're gonna want to do when you are pricing them, just make sure you're getting your money back and you're putting in a little bit of a cushion, because you're gonna have discount codes going through your launch. So you don't want to just do $6.50 times 2 and it's $13.99, and then someone used a discount code, so now it knocked it down to $11 and you only made like maybe $5. That doesn't work that way. So figure out what will work for you during relaunch, and then you can change your pricing up later once you start gaining consistent sales and repeat customers. Okay, so make sure you all watch that video. I let you know some other things that go into pricing and not just a formula. That will be in the description box as well. Let me write that down. Pricing video. Okay, alrighty, so we have that. It is close time for you to launch. Make sure you start emailing your subscribers. Email them a week before launch. with, you know, something that you want to let them know, like, hey, here's a preview of some items, or send them a link, something. Send them something just to remind them of launch is 7 days from now. Send them another email for 3 days, and then send them one the day before or the day of, whichever one you want to do for your launch. Just let them know, hey, launch day, time to get your money right and buy some stuff. Here's discount code. Are you standing up, Kyra? What are you doing? Okay, so yeah, email them a reminder, and then also let them know, because this worked for me, this did wonders, and everyone that I've told to do this, they said it worked for them as well. If you have a big following personally on Instagram or a big following personally on Facebook, go live on one of those platforms. Do it. Like for me, I launched my website at noon on July 2nd, 2017. So at 11 o'clock, I went live on my Facebook. I told my story. I told, you know, talked about why I decided to do this, how I got started, what I'll be selling. I did a few little games and gave away discount codes. And then I launched. I took my password off of my website at noon and let people go on and shop. And that is how I got my sales. I got like, I think 3 or 4 sales on my launch day, which isn't a lot, but it's a lot for someone that's new. So I was proud. So make sure you do that. And make sure you do it, you know, at your most engaging time. So just because I did it at noon doesn't mean you need to do it at noon. Figure out what time will be best for you. And make sure you let people know ahead of time that you're going to be live and going to be talking about, you know, your boutique and giving away discount codes and things like that. It'll make more people want to do it. So you have now launched. Those are all the steps, but there is one thing that I forgot. I forgot to write it down, but make sure that as you are building your website and adding things to your website, like your discount codes, your email automations, your pop-ups, make sure you have someone you can trust test all that out for you. So have someone go on your website. There will be a password. It's gonna, if you're on Shopify, it's gonna ask you for a password on that coming soon page. So give them a password. Make sure someone you trust and won't give it away. Let them get up there. Let them add things to the cart. Let you know if your pop-up came up right. Let them put in their email so they can subscribe, so they can see if they get the email automation. Buy something. See if the order confirmation email goes out, and you can fulfill it, and then see if they get the other stuff. So have someone testing out things. You can test it out yourself, yes, but just have someone who's subjective. They can give you, you know, constructive criticism and be like, hey, this is cute, but I don't like how this goes. Or maybe your navigation should be better. Or maybe you should have this on your homepage. You know, have someone who has a great eye, who's critical, who's honest, and trustworthy, okay? So make sure you all do that. Now, I do have some resources for you all. As you know, during quarantine, all of my online courses are on sale for $24.99. I will take them off my quarantine sale when quarantine is officially over. So it'll probably be June. I'll probably keep them at $24.99 until June. So the 2 courses that I suggest for you all, I have one called the Boutique Blueprint. That is when I am doing what I'm doing now, but I'm not just going through all the steps. I am showing you. I'm showing you how to set up your Shopify. I'm showing you how to set up your MailChimp. I'm showing you things in this one. So this is a self-guided course, but you're actually getting to see these things from my laptop, and I do them with you. I have another part. There's a part 2 to the Boutique Blueprint. This is for people who have launched and they want to grow. That one is not out yet. I am actually in the process of creating it due to popular demand. So that will probably be out like late May. And then I have a course called Boutiquing on Instagram. I have a webinar that I posted here on YouTube, link in the description box. It's about a 45-minute webinar. I did a free webinar on it. But if you want to do the actual course where it gets more in depth, I have that. And then I have one for people who have 1,000 subscribers and more. That's called the growth one. And then if you don't have 1,000, I'm sorry, not subscribers, followers. If you have less than 1,000 followers, get the Boutiquing on Instagram for beginners. If you have more than 1,000, get the Boutiquing on Instagram for growth. So those are the courses I recommend for you all. I will have a description box filled with all of these links you all need. Please take advantage of what all of these companies are doing and start your business now. Don't listen to other people. I'm telling you, from someone who is inside the business, this is the best time to start. This is why I started my new website, thesocialmillennial.net, because I got all this shit for free. So I was like, well, why not separate everything and take all of my assistance off of my boutique site when I can start a new website for free. So I hope you all learned some things in this very long video. Make sure you all leave some comments and questions in the comments down below. I will answer them for you. Reach out to me on Instagram at royal_aries325. And be sure to join my membership, y'all. My membership is where it's at, okay? $40 a month. You will receive 2 guides, a masterclass, 1 live session with me for at least an hour, 1 group session with the entire group, an Instagram or website audit, and I will send you social media templates if you want me to design some for you, 1 or 2 a month. So it could be for your feed or it could be for your stories, whichever one you need. Okay, that is a lot. And I'm going to be teaching you stuff. I'm going to be teaching you things that I have done or that I am still doing. You know what I'm saying? So $40 a month is not bad. Or if you just want vendors, just join for $1. And so for $1 a month, you will get 10 random vendors posted in the group that you'll have access to. All right. So once again, thank you all for sticking with me through this long video. Any questions, suggestions, anything, comment down below, DM me, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Say bye. Look, Kara. Look. Hey y'all. So I just finished filming that video all about things you need to do when you're, starting your boutique. Skipped out on a step. I wrote it down and somehow I did not talk about it. Make sure you create a business bank account. This is super important because you want to separate your personal and business expenses. You can also, if you don't want to go to an actual bank, you can also have a PayPal business account. PayPal business will also send you a business debit card. I have one. This is what it looks like. My card number isn't up, your card number's on the back. So you have PayPal business and it is debit. So you set up a PIN number for that. And then I also have, I've been using the American Express Serve. Excuse me. That also, even though it isn't a bank, it is American Express Bank. And you are also given a routing number and a checking account number. The only thing you have to do is just get an actual card and download the app and use it that way. And then I actually have an actual bank account. It is best to open up a business bank account with a credit union. So if you have a credit union in your neighborhood, go there, but you cannot open up your business accounts without your legal numbers like business permit and things of that nature. So I do suggest getting a business bank account and then with the card, of course, and try to keep as many of your business purchases on that card and then have your deposits, withdrawals from Shopify or wherever else, those payments come straight to those accounts. If you have someone who pays with PayPal, the good thing about that is if you have a PayPal business account and you have that card, then let's say I go to your website and I purchase $55 worth of stuff and I pay it through PayPal, that $55 is immediately available on your card right then. So you can use it right then instead of waiting the 2-3 business days through Shopify or your other websites. Okay. So yes, make sure you get a business bank account. I forgot to say that. Bye.